The marvel of its aerodynamics, the sheer exhilaration of takeoff, it's enough to make an aerospace engineer jealous. Chrysler Concorde LXI, a 225 horsepower V6, a spacious leather-trimmed cabin, ranked best premium midsize car in initial quality by J.D. Power and Associates. Chrysler, engineered to be great cars.
This is where I wrote the Yellow Pages.
I took the liberty to tape myself writing, and I have that here.
He knew it was going to be history. He knew he was onto something historical.
The darkest stormy night.
This book opens up a world of imagination to what ideas could be.
The night of death and dying. This is the night I was born a werewolf. This is the night I came up with it.
Oh, this is it.
It was A. A! It was A!
This is just an inspiration. What I thought was this. Put the book in alphabetical order.
Accountant, attorney, acupuncturist. Alphabetical order? Who'd have thought?
For complete NFL coverage and updates throughout the playoffs, click on America Online, keyword CBS Sportsline, or on the web, cbs.sportsline.com.
Welcome back to the NFL today. Mile High Stadium getting set for the Jets and the Broncos, the AFC Championship. Spectacular day as far as sunshine, but weather will be a factor here because of the high winds. If you're just joining us, gusting up to 50-mile-an-hour winds at times. It's been interesting watching the kickers during the pregame warm-ups trying to gauge the wind. You know, the Jets and Broncos, two original AFL franchise, but it's been 30 years since the Jets of the AFL, led by Broadway Joe Namath, ushered in a new era of professional football with their upset win over the Colts in Super Bowl III.
He's a hero, he's a pro, he's a Mr. Something Else on Broadway Joe. 1, 2, 3, hip, go, go, go. No one else can soar like Broadway Joe.
We, as a team, we all felt the same way, but we couldn't say it. But the guy with the white shoes could say it. So we were all saying, yeah, way to go, Joe, way to go.
That was just a good reaction, heartfelt, sincere feeling. You know, I got news for you, buddy. We're going to win the game, I guarantee it.
We wondered what he had to drink the night before to make such a comment.
I didn't think about it until the next day when I saw Coach Eubank.
I said, well, you better play a good game because you made it more difficult for us.
Now it was up to the counterculture quarterback with the white shoes and long hair to earn the respect of the National Football League.
They thought we were rinky-dinks, and so they didn't think we were any good. And we had to prove that, and the best way to do it was to beat them.
The AFL champs were younger and less experienced than Don Shula's Colts, but Namath's passing and Matt Snell's running seized control of the game.
Namath on a handoff to Matt Snell. Snell at the 5, Snell at the 3, Snell touchdown!
The upstart Jets continued to confound the Colts and built a 16-0 fourth-quarter lead.
When it got to a point where there were 6 minutes, 11 seconds left, I looked up, I saw that. I started praying, literally. I said, please, God, not for Baltimore to do bad or for us to do well, but let the clock run. I'll never forget that. Please, God, let the clock run. Run, clock, run.
Instead, Johnny Unitas ran in to replace Earl Morrall, who had failed to capitalize on several key opportunities. But not even Mr. Clutch could change the course of destiny.
Unitas goes back to pass. He's in the pocket. Unitas throwing for the end zone. It is intercepted in the end zone by Randy Beverly. He downs the ball.
It was near the end of the game. They were driving for a score, and we were able to shut them down, and then Joe came in and put the icing on the cake.
2 seconds, 1 second. The clock has run out, and the ball game is over. There is the gun, and the Jets are champions of the football world.
There were a bunch of New York people, had to be New Yorkers. They had green on, you know, hats and everything, and they were just so happy. And we were sharing, and it was kind of like, yeah, we are. This is it. We're #1. You know, yes, we did it.
That game, and I still say it even today, 30 years later, probably was my most gratifying game as an individual at any level of football.
The most memorable moment was seeing Pete Rozelle with the championship trophy waiting to give that to the American Football League. Not the National Football League, but the American Football League. we had done it.
You can only know how hard it is to get there if you've been there. And it's hard to get there. It's amazing to me that it's 30 years because to me it was just a little while ago.
The 30th anniversary celebrations of the Jets' victory have been tempered by the passing this fall of Weeb Ewbank, the Hall of Fame coach and architect of the Jets' Super Bowl victory. And to honor his memory, the Jets have been wearing a decal with the simple inscription, Weeb. And one other note, Joe Namath, Broadway Joe, will be joining us live. We'll have a hookup with Joe at halftime from his Florida home. Let's go down on the field right now. Armin Katayan with a report. Armin?
You know, Jim, I talked to Mike Shanahan just a few moments ago. He had said earlier in the week, last week in his pregame speech, he barely had to say anything to his team. They were ready to bust right out of the locker room. In fact, they're in the locker right now, due out in just a few more minutes. When I asked him what he would say today, he said, really nothing. This team is ready to play, other than the magnitude of the moment for John Elway, doing everything that they can to make sure number 7 doesn't go out a loser in his final home game. Jim, back to you.
All right, thank you, Armin. Let's talk about the wind and what impact that'll have on this game, Craig.
On the field in pregame, Jason Elam was out kicking, and I was watching him, and he said he was aiming 20 yards to the right of the goalpost on a 30-yard attempt. The ball would end up 10 yards to the left, that going into the closed end. He also said it'd be hard just for the punters in this ball game to catch the snap. And I'll tell you something else. It will happen in this ball game. There will be a game plan offensively with the wind and a game plan when you don't and you got it in your face.
And the best guy at that is Bill Parcells. He plays the elements. This guy calls the weatherman 4 times a day to find out what's going on. He knows what's going on. He's the king of going for it on 4th down. You know he's going to go for it every 4th down.
Hey, Mike, what about the field conditions, though? We were down on the field before the game. The field looks great from here, but it's awful sandy down there. The turf is kind of tough. The Jets are a turf team. They're going to have to watch their footing out there. The last couple teams that have come in here at halftime, the Jets better be prepared going out here in the first half.
Curtis Martin needs to have a big day. He needs to move the chains and keep the Bronco offense on the bench. They have to convert a 3rd down, and they can't turn the ball over. That's going to be key for the Jets.
All right, so we know Bill Parcells has part ownership in the Weather Channel, and this plays right into his hands, the high winds. Let's go around one more time now and make a prediction here before this game gets kicked off. Mike?
Well, I hate to go against Bill Parcells in championships games. It's going to be a close one. I like Denver 31-28.
I take a look at the Atlanta game, and I think the Jets maybe have the same possibility, guys. So I'm going with the Jets.
Oh, okay. You know, I've been picking the Jets all year, but I just can't bring myself to pick them here in Denver. Mike Shanahan, the Broncos are too sharp.
You know what? No way you pick against the Broncos. The Broncos at home are going to win the game, and I want to get the whisper picker guy here. Who's you going to pick? Mr. Whisper.
I'm going with the home team. And now the Jets are being introduced, and let's listen in here at Mile High.
Ladies and gentlemen, on a surreal Sunday, are you ready for some football? Introducing the defense for the New York Jets. At left defensive end from Missouri, number 95, Rick Lyle. At defensive tackle from Georgia, number 72, Jason Ferguson. At right defensive tackle from East Carolina, number 93, Aaron Logan. Ernie Logan. At right defensive end from Tennessee State, number 98, Anthony Pleasant. And left linebacker from Georgia, number 57, Mo Lewis. And middle linebacker from Ohio State, number 52, Pepper Johnson. And right linebacker Keith Burns. Ladies and gentlemen, and running back, team captain from Georgia, the most valuable player in the NFL, number 30, Terrell Davis.
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Their moves so far have been sure, steady, and successful. And now they are one step from the game's ultimate contest. As the season progressed, patterns emerged, strengths were discovered, and the team's identities formed. Bill Parcells once again has shown the skill of a craftsman by resurrecting a journeyman quarterback in the crusade for excellence. And the coach, known for his control, knew to let loose the gifts of his most explosive weapon.
Touchdown, New York Jets. Just Keystone ducks him.
And he knew that a strong ground attack controlled the game.
Touchdown, Curtis Morton of the New York Jets.
Denver head coach Mike Shanahan counters with a legendary quarterback, passing into history in what could be his final home game. And the powerful efficiency of the league's leading rusher and its MVP.
He's gone. Davis. Touchdown, Denver.
The strength and artistry of a volatile tight end.
Touchdown, Shannon Sharp.
The Grandmasters know the pieces they have and what moves they can make. Their two teams know how far they've come. Now they're about to find out how far they can go. The New York Jets, the Denver Broncos, the AFC Championship game. Next. Welcome to a city and to a stadium that loves its Broncos. It is where the AFC crown will be won today, and it will go to either the upstart New York Jets or to the defending Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Mile High Stadium. Along with my partner, Phil Simms, I'm Greg Gumbel. This promises to be an emotional and historic day today, not just because the Super Bowl berth is at stake, but because it figures to be John Elway's last go-round here at Mile High Stadium. And after so many years of watching so many great performances, it's kind of a strange thing to contemplate.
It is strange, Greg. It's been a lot of fun watching. In my opinion, John Elway is physically the most gifted quarterback to ever play in the National Football League. He can run, throw, and he's tough. But the last few years, he's been helped out by a really special player, Terrell Davis, the most valuable player in the National Football League this year, and the best player in the National Football League.
Well, the hopes of the New York Jets ride on the right arm of Vinny Testaverde, and all he has been described as a journeyman quarterback, but he has become much more than that this year, the best passer in the AFC.
I'll just say this about Vinny Testaverde. 13-1 as a starter. He has played 14 straight consistent games as a quarterback. My thing is, will Vinny Testaverde change today? I don't think so.
It promises to be a big day, a piece of the Super Bowl championship puzzle to be decided here today, and one more mile-high battle to be fought by that man. The AFC Championship kickoff right after this.
The American...
A look at the weather conditions for today's AFC Championship game. The temperature is 40. Gusting winds down on the field. It is clear and sunny, but it is windy. The flags have been swirling since we arrived at Mile High Stadium today. The Jets have won the toss. They will receive, and they'll be moving left to right on your screen. Kevin Williams, 23, Dave Megan, 22, are deep for the kick from Jason Elam, and we're underway.